find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be yours. One day I'll be yours. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours. Myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed.
Good morning, beautiful people. Jennifer and Marilyn. Good morning, and thank you for stopping by. Not sure if you're still there or not, but thank you anyway. You seem to be in a very good mood, Marilyn, and I love it. It's nice to see you teasing people a little bit. How's it going? I'm guessing it's going great for you. It's going great for me. Um, Finally feel better. Uh, so it's been 9 days. No, we're Sunday, so 10 days since I got my wisdom teeth removed. Yeah, and I'm guessing it's all because of the medication, the fact that it was like it's an open wound, so it bleeds a little bit. Was going down my throat, and I couldn't really eat properly. I had a lot of Advil and Tylenol to take, and this caused me to have like huge stomach issues. Um, I've had indigestion before, but this one was like the worst. I thought I was dying. It's weird, I even thought at some point, like, why am I getting the panic attacks? I used to have those like a long time ago, and it was gone for the past maybe 7, 8 years. Um, and the fact that I spent Thursday night sleeping while sitting down, the fact that um, it wasn't really sleeping well on Friday and Saturday. Saturday night, I had to take some Ativan. If you don't know what it is, it's a medication made to relax you in case of anxiety attack or anything like that. It's not something I like to take, but if you can't sleep and if you're going crazy and your heart is beating fast, sometimes you don't really have a choice. And I mean, I get 5 tabs a month and basically never use them all. Um, I ended up taking 2 that night, which is still good dose. 2 milligrams is still making sense. Just because the first one didn't work after an hour, but the next day, oh my god, I was really out of it. I got up, did my live stream, did my task in the morning, and then I came back home around noon, fell asleep, and woke up. It was around 6 p.m. And then obviously I couldn't sleep much, spend the night up. Monday I was feeling off. I even went to the ER to get my blood pressure checked, my heart checked, just because seriously, I thought I was dying. When they said that everything was okay, I figured, okay, it has to be a panic attack. I just have to calm down. I just could not calm down for some reason. It's like my whole body wanted to get out of my soul was trying to get out of my body. I guess that's the best way to explain it. Like every cell of my body was, I don't know, feeling sick at every cell of my body at the same time. I don't know if it makes sense, but that's pretty much how I would describe how I felt. Thursday was just too much. I didn't go to work. I could not. 2 nights in a row where I couldn't sleep. But Thursday, just being home, drinking a lot of water, a lot of fluids. The only thing I ate the whole day was toast. And then, Thursday night I was able to sleep. I went to work on Friday, and Friday I was feeling great. I mean, I was still a little bit tired-ish, could say, because obviously I didn't sleep much last week. But even yesterday was great. Now I'm yawning just because it's Sunday morning and we were out late last night. My girlfriend's cousin's son was graduating from high school, so we had a little party, and they're all a bunch of musicians. So we listened to some music, karaoke, and they had a band, but for some reason, bass was not working well. They had no drummer, and they ended up not really playing much, but it was fun. Maybe it's because I relaxed Friday afternoon and yesterday afternoon instead of going go for planting the garden. Yeah, I hear you. I kind of took a day off yesterday. I mean, besides doing like the basics, um, we went to see family and we did some yard sales in the morning. I planted my 2 sea buckthorn shrubs that I purchased. I was able to finally get the male that I was looking for because you need a male and a female for them to pollinate. The guy had put 2 males aside for me, but like I told him, I said I only need 1. I only have 2 females at the moment, and it only takes 1 male to pollinate up to 7 females, I think. But I told him, I said, I'm going to get 1 male and 1 female, so that way you'll have a male and a female left in the back. So if someone wants to buy them, I can tell them to go and get them there. Apparently they spread like crazy, but with my luck, they'll probably die before they start spreading. Goji berries, like, I've done everything they told me to do. It just doesn't want to work. They were doing well. They were doing great. We had some heat waves. I watered them like I was told to, kept some of them in the pot so that the roots would take properly. They're still not, they're about to die. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, honestly, I'm thinking about just putting the seeds in the ground somewhere and hoping for the best. If they grow on their own, then they'll grow on their own. I wasn't in a lot of pain for a week when I had all my 4 wisdom teeth out. The teeth never broke the surface, so they had to cut them out. Tissue cuts, I think, are the worst for pain. Yeah. And the way they did it, I only had 1 tooth removed, but the way they did it is, it was like, it was half hidden and half out. So they still had to cut everything to take it out. But I keep telling myself I have a flapper. There's a piece of skin, I guess, that's just there, hanging in the middle of nowhere. So I keep pushing it with my tongue on top of the teeth of my tooth that's there, hoping that it will freeze there and heal that way. And because I don't want to have something moving in my mouth like that. I don't like it. Our little gingerbread house. Thank you so much for stopping by. Buongiorno. Good Sunday morning. You can understand. I feel for you, dear. I know what major panic attacks feel like. Yeah. Anyone that's been dealing with those will understand. Like, it's not, I don't feel more stressed than usual. I mean, of course, like, there's inflation and that's hitting everyone, but I try not to let it bother me. I mean, I grow tons of food and we're still managing financially. I mean, we're I'm not going to say we're not struggling a little bit, but we're getting the bills paid, which is the most important thing. And I mean, I have a beautiful girlfriend and beautiful kids. I have a job. I have a roof on top of my head, and it's gardening season. I don't know why I would feel stressed. Like, I don't feel stressed. It's just when it hits you, it hits you. We are not 10 to 20 anymore. It takes time to get up. Yeah. Yeah. And I feel it. I played softball Friday night. We had 2 games. I was feeling fine until I woke up yesterday morning, and I have pain in my right knee, and it used to be in my left knee. So good morning, Dave. Goji, I have difficulties with it. It survived, but for the first year, I think it's growing for real. But no flowers yet. I planted it like 5-6 years ago. I planted like 10 of them. They just don't want to grow. Hello, Fairbrick Studio. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll have to catch up on some of your videos as well. Yeah. Problem is, it doesn't always relieve stress if it caused the anxiety attack. Hello, hello. I still have 2 grapevines to plant today. I don't know. I have a lot of spots where I could plant them, but the places where I could plant them are full of rocks. Like it's rocky soil. I have like maybe 6-8 inches of nice topsoil, and then it's rocks. So either I put T-post and remove one of those hog panels from where they are and fix something in the middle of nowhere, or I just leave it there and plant my grapes around it. I don't know. Apparently it takes a year or two to really take off, and once it does, it will grow fast. I feel like I need to bring the panels. I don't know. I have a few issues in my head, and it's hard to explain. But it's raining today. It was raining yesterday in the afternoon, so there's really not much I can do. I'm going to have to go plant some carrots again. I'm kind of getting late in the season. But for some reason, my carrots are just not growing. There's a bunch of weeds growing at the community garden, and carrots just don't want to pop out. So I don't know if I need to just go and take my hoe and just remove all the weeds, take the risk of maybe losing the few carrots I had there, or I just try to remove the weeds one by one and hope for the best. I got some grapes last year and put them in 5-gallon buckets, just hoping they made it through the winter. They should have leaves by now. If they survive, they should have leaves. I don't know if you guys are aware. I wanted to talk about it because they're 2 good friends of mine, and they are homesteaders that I met through YouTube. And, we ended up meeting in person, and they are running amazing businesses. One of them, I have to remember the name now. What did they change to? Let me check for a sec. I ate my first ripe tomato yesterday. I'm just starting to see flowers on mine. What's the name again? Good Timber Farm, which used to be Ren's Homestead. So they have their own website now, I guess. It doesn't want to copy the link. Okay. Just give me a second, because I want to post the link. So for those of you who know them, Jack and Lindsay from Ren's Homestead changed their brand and name to Good Timber Farm. They're still on YouTube. If I have a moderator on, well, I think Marilen's there. If you want to share their YouTube channel, they are doing amazing stuff down there in the Fredericton area. And I have another friend that's doing great also, Thorhaven Farm, Darren. Um, Let me see if I can quickly get their website. They are not doing the same thing in terms of business. Darren and Brigitte at Thorhaven Farm are mostly selling stuff through their website, doing their own stuff, selling for other companies. They're just doing great. And I find it amazing. Like every so often, Darren will talk to us and be like, "Hey, would you guys be interested in that kind of stuff?" Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna try to find it, and then he comes and puts it on his website. He's like, "I have it now," and every time he's looking for something that he can't find, if he managed to find it at some point, he'll try to get a deal to sell it on his website, which is kind of cool. Jack and Lindsay were homesteaders, and now they're full-time farmers. I'm guessing they're still going to live off the land for themselves, but they have so many things now. It's crazy. Those are the kind of homesteaders, farmers that you just enjoy going to see them because they have so much to show. They have a lot of knowledge. They're very nice people as well. Like you can, if you stop by and you tell them in advance, "Hey, can I stop for 5 minutes to go visit your farm?" and they'll be very happy to do so. I don't think Darren has like in-person store. I know he used to have eggs and stuff. Good morning, Patrick. I didn't see you there. Smash the like button. Yeah, thank you so much. Don't forget the like button. 13 people watching. You guys are early birds. Sunday morning. Yeah, I think Darren and Brigitte Thorhaven Farm are mostly YouTube and their own website, and they have a Facebook page. And Jack and Lindsay are doing a little bit more of the content stuff on YouTube, but also they're on other platforms as well. And I don't know, I think we're allowed to say it. They're going to have their own TV show next year. I think they're supposed to start filming in the fall or late summer, or maybe they're starting now. I don't know. I know Ben Cummings, Homesteading or Homegrown with Ben Cummings, or I don't remember the name. He changed the name a few times. But he also had a TV show that was shown on Justin Rhodes' website. I don't remember the name of that either. I'm trying to remember. But anyway, I think it's pretty cool that we have people doing what we do that are actually doing great. I know Ben is supposed to travel around the province to try to go visit some farmers and homesteaders to try to see what's going on. I told him a few times to come visit me over here, but he never replied, so I don't know if he's coming or not. Might have a surprise someday, like someone knocking on the door and be like, "Oh, hey." Although I don't think he knows where I live. And Jack and Lindsay have their own store now where they sell homemade stuff, ice cream and things like that. They take orders for pork meat. They have chicken and duck eggs. They have turkeys. You can place your order for turkeys, things like that. It's pretty cool. I find it amazing what they're doing. I just wish it was like that everywhere. Yeah, turkeys as well. I just wish it was like that everywhere. If you could grow your own food. I mean, to me, I'm still like I still don't understand why there will be laws stopping people from growing their own food. Like I get they wouldn't want to have me with a huge farm with over 30 pigs and so many animals that I would not be able to care for them properly. But to have a few chickens and to have like 2 pigs to feed my family, it should be allowed everywhere in Canada, everywhere in the world. You go in Cuba, from what I heard, most of the people have their own pigs, and it's common there. It's pretty something common, and I really don't like to get political on my channel, and it's not about being anti-government or anything like that. I'm far from it. It's just it doesn't make sense that we are humans and we are the only species in the world that's not allowed to go to grow their own food or harvest their own food. So are we really a better species than the other ones? Like, I don't think so. We are in the middle of nowhere. Most people may not want to come way out here. Well, there's a lot of, if he goes around the province, there's a few farms up here that he could definitely visit. I homestead. Serge is a homesteader as well. You could come and see what we're doing there in Seymour. And good morning, Serge. Not in Seymour today. Yeah. No worries. I'll drink my coffee, and once I'm done here, I'll go take care of the animals. They're growing big. Like they're eating a bag every day and a half. It's crazy. I might need to I might need to go get more feed before I actually butcher my chickens next Saturday. It's insane. But there's a few farms up here, Jennifer, that I think they would learn a lot from. I can think of a friend of mine, McCurdy Farm, where he does a lot of cool stuff for kids. He used to have pumpkins, carving, and activities like that, where you would go and, I don't know, pay like $5. You'd have your pumpkin, and he would show you around the farm. And he had, well, I don't even think it was charging. I think it was free when we went, or you might have to buy for a pumpkin, but all the rest was free. He had like this maze built with hay bales, and it was fun. Kids could go there and have some fun, and he's the first person I've seen with the chicken tractors, and I didn't even know what it was back then. That was like 10 years ago, before I even started watching Justin Rhodes on YouTube. Yeah, and there's a Levesque farm. They went almost through the same thing. What's her name there? The lady that had a homestead in the States, and they had a car accident, and unfortunately the husband passed away. But this young couple, I mean, they were in early mid-20s. I'm guessing maybe late 20s, but they were a young couple. They had 2 kids, and they were driving somewhere, whatever. And needy homesteaders, yeah. And those people here from my county, the same thing happened. They hit a car. I think it was a drunk driver, or maybe not. It could have been just an accident, but she was in a coma for a very long time. And, she had to do physio for a few years. It took her a good 2 years to be able to be like on her own, able to walk. And they have this beautiful farm. She loves horses. They had a giveaway last year where all you had to do was nominate someone that you think would deserve to win, and the prize they were giving away was a free freezer full of their homegrown meat. And to me, that's amazing. That's just showing that they got a lot of support and they wanted to give back to the community. And the young lady that won that full freezer was a young girl in her mid-20s that was just diagnosed with cancer. And she ended up winning that freezer full of homegrown meat. She had like chickens, pork, lamb, beef, and all that kind of stuff. Which to me is an amazing story. I want to go there and try to do something video wise. I don't know if they will want to talk about that stuff, but even if it's just to visit the farm, those videos are always fun to watch. When you see someone else doing incredible stuff, even just to learn from them, from what they're doing on their own farm, it's always amazing. The chickens are running in town at Virgin Island. We saw one at a restaurant one day. We thought it was not a good place for it to be. Yeah. Risk for his own life. Yeah. I saw the trailer you were selling yesterday. I saw Morgan Gold do a mobile chicken coop with one of those. Yeah, it's not mine. Marilena was sells. Was just sharing his trailer. But you would need to have talent to build anything, and I got no talent. I cannot do anything like that. But someone with more skills than me could probably end up building something cool. The problem making restrictions is that the more people one has to deal with, the more compromise one has to make to keep peace. Yeah. It's you're right about that, but then again, if everybody was just allowed to do whatever they wanted on their own property, I mean, you live in the country. You have to expect to have roosters crowing and saying I can is to lose half the battle. Okay, so her name was Heather. Okay. Hello, Sam. I'm not talking about gloves. Saying I can't is to lose half the battle. Yeah. I get what you're saying, but if you do it anyway, you get into trouble after. Like, I mean, I never got rid of my chickens. I told them straight up, like, I had about 50 meat chickens. I ended up butchering about 20 of them, and they were just 2 pounds. So I told them, like, the F word, like, I'm not getting rid of my chickens. Like, that. I mean, 2 pounds for a chicken? Might as well just kill them and throw them in the compost pile. Like, I'm not going to get any meat from that. I told them I'll get rid of the pigs. Not sure how, not sure when. They kept bugging me. Threats of lawsuits and stuff like that. I ended up getting rid of them. It caused a lot of trouble in the community. I had a lot of support from tons of people. Even people from the community, from the surroundings, told them, that it didn't make sense. Just a second. If you're here to talk about gloves, you're not at the right place. Can't you get a petition to change the ridiculous bylaws if enough people sign it and you keep bugging them? The thing is, you would need to have 100% of people on board. And obviously the neighbor that filed a complaint would never agree to sign. And it's not everyone, it would be the neighbors. I would need to change the bylaw or the zoning in my area. And what I'm struggling the most is some people are grandfathered in. There's a guy 2 houses down the road. He has horses and a farm and a barn. But because I didn't have pigs back in 2011, I can't have pigs anymore. But if I did, I could still have pigs. And I asked the village, I said, am I allowed to have compost on my property? They said, yeah, like no bylaws about compost. I'm like, okay, great. So I told them what I'm going to do is get this huge truck full of pig manure dropped in the back of my property and see how they like it. Because I'm allowed to do it, that will be my compost pile. Oh, now if you want to start being a bad person like this, that's your own choice, but you're not helping anyone. You're not helping anyone by telling me I can't grow my own food. It's just, I don't know. But anyway, enough complaining. I mean, just saying that there's a lot of people up here doing amazing things, and eventually you might get lucky enough that Selge will sell me an acre or two, and I'll be able to have my animals there, and I'll be happy. I mean, I don't even need to have a full acre. Just like half an acre. Just at the entrance there, if I could just put my barn there and have like, I'd be happy with that. I could put the electricity and connect it and have my animals there all year round. But then again, if I put them up there, I would need to have water for them. It might be hard to have water. $8,000 for an acre, or just for half an acre? $8,000 for what? I'll start paying now. Make a down payment of $5. I think that's all I have on me. 1 acre, $8,000. Okay, I'll try to save the money. Keep that in mind, though. Don't sell it to anyone else. I'll pay what I owe now, and within 5 years, I should have the money. All your garden food for us at your house and animals at Selge. That would be awesome, right? That'd be the best thing. For 1 acre, that's a good deal. I'll take it. I'll start paying like $100 a month until it's all paid for. No, the eggs, I don't have any right now. I need to just go in there and do a good cleanup. But it's either always too warm or I'm too sick. If it was like it was yesterday, but no rain, it wasn't too warm. It was just like a cool breeze. You can actually work outside. I need to do a few things. Might be able to do that today, though. Like where I had my second chicken coop, I just need to cut the pallets that are there because they're all braced on. Like I have 2 walls like this and a wall like this. I just need to cut like the front wall and keep the 2 walls there. That way I can put shelves and things like that and put all my gardening tools in there. They would be protected by the big, huge tarp that I have on the door side. And I could put my some of my rabbits in there. Right now they're all outside, and in the summer it's fine. It's easier when they're outside, but in the winter to have to go out there and shovel them. Wow, that's crazy. That's doesn't even make sense. So Selge, if you were in Ontario, your land would be worth like $3 million. That's crazy. Yeah, don't say it too loud. So I need to clean this up to have more space in my garage. So then I can take my wheelbarrow and start cleaning my chicken coop. It needs a good cleaning. And then once this is done, I'll be able to put some wood shavings and start collecting eggs again. I can take the ones I have there and just check them and see which ones are good. There might be a few ones that are not good anymore, but some of them could still be good. I think if you put them in water and they're floating, they're not good. If they're drowning, they're good. I could have a few eggs, even if it's just for Sal's dogs. But usually, if I give him eggs, I don't want to sell them to him. I want to give them to him because I basically have free rent on his land. The water test is the best way to go. Yeah, because I have some that's been like I didn't really go. There was a few weeks where I didn't really have time to go harvest the eggs. Like it was just doing the strict minimum, giving them water and feed. Sometimes the kids would do it. And I realized that I forgot the eggs, and they started laying without me noticing. And then it was just like, boom, too many eggs. And I have some chickens, broody, and they're too stupid to understand that we don't have a rooster here. You guys enjoying your coffee? But if I could just have one breed of chickens with a rooster and a few hens, and have my meat chickens there, my meat turkeys there. I could even have my rabbits there and all that stuff, but I would need to find a way to bring water there. I could have some pipes and have a pump like Selge has to fill out my tank, or simply just use rainwater and have gutters go straight in my huge barrel container. The greenhouse industry has driven up the price of land. They will pay anything to buy 150 acres and build a greenhouse on it. Really? That bad? Well, Selge, you could be a millionaire. Time to have fertilized eggs? I wish I could. I'm supposed to go see Kristen in about a week from now. Last time I spoke to her, when was that? Okay. Kristen, a week ago. So d'environ 2 semaines. And that was on June 19. So I'm guessing around the 4th of July, I should have some chickies. So next weekend, I should be able to have a few chicks. Kristen has some in the incubator, and I want to go get some Rhode Island Reds. And that's just because my daughter, Miley, yeah, but if you sell your land, yeah, I know what you mean, but Sel's just not really using the full 100 acres anyway. There's a few farms here actually in St. Maur that people are not using at all. They use it for hay, and that's pretty much it. And I don't think they even have animals. They're just selling it to make a few bucks. If I had those fields and the tractors they have and all the equipment they have, I would plant a bunch of stuff in there. Potatoes, corn, turnips, carrots, and I would actually start my own business. We have a few companies around here that sell locally. Bremner's is one of them. You can go there and buy fresh vegetables for a lot cheaper than what you would get at the grocery store. Wow. and it probably paid a lot more than what it used to be worth. I mean, I paid my house $63,000 back in the days. Of course, I remortgaged a few times to pay other bills and to renovate a little bit and things like that. But it was still pretty cheap. My mortgage is only $95,000, and the payment is huge. So I can't imagine someone with $300,000-$400,000 mortgage. That must be crazy. Just sits there. The house was broken into the other right and vandalized the other night. Oh no, that sucks. Do they even know? Like, you probably don't even have any way to reach them. I was having a nice chat with my girlfriend's cousin yesterday. He has a huge farm as well, and they have a lot of blackberries. And he told me if I wanted some to just go there and grab some because he says he has too much. So I might be able to have a few ones, and I'm planting them in the back of the property. So even if they take over, I can contain them back there. This is something I need to do. Like, just go in my garden. Like, even my raspberries, they're growing in front of my greenhouse and growing in my greenhouse. And then I have some other wild plants that are growing in my greenhouse. Dave, you need to create a Facebook so I can connect with you on Facebook, on Messenger, and send you pictures. And I need you to help me. Selch keeps telling me he's going to stop by and come help me, but he never does. He's always too in a rush. He passes by, goes home, goes to his property, goes home. I need to differentiate the males and the females because I don't know much about them. $80,000 October 2020. That's crazy. House was built in the 1800s, but new roof, and they put new electrical after they bought it, but it needs a septic tank. But even just the land, if they have 90 acres, that's worth more than that. Even if they just took the land and built a new house from scratch. It's the year of the squash here. I have too many. I will sell some at the road. Nice. I planted a bunch of them all over the place. And seems to be, like you said, it's the year of the squash and zucchinis because squash, zucchinis, pumpkins, peas, they're pretty much the only things that are growing well at the moment. My corn are struggling. My carrots are just not growing. Cucumbers are okay-ish. Beans are okay-ish. Potatoes, what's the other one there? I have a blank. But anyway, I have a few artichoke. Those are doing well also. Yesterday we spent a good 15 minutes outside harvesting strawberries and honeyberries from here, from the land, which is pretty cool. My son Lucas loves them, so at least someone will eat them. Yeah, they probably, that's the thing. And there are bad intentioned people all over the place. And it sucks. Imagine they don't know. Well, why would you buy a place and still not move in 4 years later? I mean, if I had a 90 acres property, even if it was 2 hours away, I would be there. Even if it's just to use it as a cabin, I would go there, spend my summers there, grow food there. Like, Still waiting on manure to be delivered. Trying to keep my plants alive, but I'm sure they're stunned now. Still germinating stuff from seeds. That's cool. I'm hoping you get the manure compost soon, because I mean, growing season is well underway now. I'm almost afraid to plant my carrots because I don't know if I'll have enough time to actually grow them. My peanuts are in flower now. They love the 40 Celsius temp last week. Nice. I know someone that told me that we're going to try to grow peanuts. So we'll see if they succeed. And I think we're going to have a good amount of hazelnuts this year, Marilyn. So hopefully I'll be able to harvest a few and send you a few seeds. And I know Darren wanted to have some as well. I'll have to wait as long as possible, but if I wait too long, the squirrels will eat them. So I'll have to keep an eye out to try to find what's the best time to grow them. Well, they are probably paying the taxes if it's not on sale again. Yeah, but the taxes are not too high here. Like they're probably paying like maybe $1,000 a year, if that. Maybe even like $700-800. They plan to move with their 5 kids and new baby, but that was 2 years ago. I only saw them once. Okay. Carrots germinate faster at warmer temps, so you'll have time. Yeah, I need to go do that today, though. Like, go to the community garden. I just don't know. I'm hesitating between just scraping, like, all the weeds that are on top growing right now and planting from scratch, or just waiting to see if the seeds I planted last week are going to pop up at some point. Or, like, take my time and go remove the weeds one by one. I mean, that's a hard job to do. Property tax here is next to nothing. I pay $321, and next door I think is $400 or $500. Yeah, I pay $1,600 here, but that's just for property taxes. I pay for water and sewers another. I think it's around like $600 a year, which I didn't want to, but you have to pay. They're just included in the property taxes. I had my well and my septic tank, and I mean, that was all good on my own, but yeah, they're paying, probably. I can't see them not paying for their property taxes. Still 90 acres. That'd be awesome to have. I wish if I won the lottery, I would buy land in the Fredericton area. If you have a garage, it's different. There's people here with 1 acre or less and pay over $1,000 because they build a garage. No sewer or water here, thank God. I don't understand why having a garage would make you pay more taxes. Because, I mean, it doesn't necessarily make your house bigger or better. Usually you're supposed to, well, I know the evaluation of the house can be higher because of it, but my house has a garage, and the evaluation of my house is a lot less than some other houses around here that don't have a garage. So yeah, if I won the lottery, I would definitely buy land in the Fredericton or St. John area, somewhere I could go deer hunting. Yeah, it increases the value of the house, but up to a certain point. If you have $400 or $500 a house, it's worth more than $100,000 house with a garage, in my opinion. But then again, they probably pay more taxes. Yeah, I just wish I had land or a place where I could go hunt. whenever I want to. Like right now, we have a place with Jack to go deer hunting, but we're always depending on him because the owner doesn't really know us and he wants Jack to be there. So if Jack can't come, we can't go. Which is, I mean, it's still very appreciated. It's still better than nothing. But I don't like depending on other people to decide my own life. You know what I mean? I just wish that I could buy land on my own, go there, buy the land, boom, and then you can just go and put whatever you want to put and be on your own. I would plant a bunch of apple trees around there and get the deers to come by. Could probably get some nuisance tags as well. Property taxes are going up so fast, it cuts into my pension. Yeah, well, you're not the only one, Dave. It's the same thing everywhere. My next mortgage payment will be an extra $60 more than what it used to be. So I was already, borderline financially. Now you're taking another $120 monthly. I mean, it's not going to get better. Good morning, CR. How's it going? Yeah, you can grow peanuts, Dave. You just grow a bunch of peanuts and sell them. You'll have enough to pay your taxes. I'll need to find my carrot seeds. Probably one of those two buckets there. All right. Oh, money. I found some money. So today, like I said, I'm going to go over at my girlfriend's cousin's place. I want to go hair graft a few apple trees. Apparently the ones they have are very good. And he told me it only takes about 2 months for the roots to grow, but I don't know. I did some of mine at the end of April, and I'm not sure I would trust them now, even if I put rooting hormones. I just feel like I should wait a little bit longer to make sure the roots are growing well. I could go there, cut them open, check them out, and see what happened. And if nothing, well, cut my loss or just start over. But I don't know. What do you think, Jennifer? You've done it before. Would you wait? It's been about 2 months now. Precisely 2 months. Someone pass me a coffee. There, take it. Da, 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 da. Let's see if I can do that. I just want to look at all the emojis and see. I can give you a beer. I know there's beer. Come on, I'll see what. Why are my things in front? Put them, yeah. All the names of my emojis are in French. Oh, that's because my keyboard was switched. What? Can I search for emojis? Coffee. I'm just trying to figure out something. Yeah, is that the coffee one? Mug. Okay, yeah. That's all I can do, CR. I can't afford a mortgage. That's why I got the best I could find for $50,000 budget. I had for a house. It's been hard not being able to fix everything and just do a little bit at a time, but worth it. Yeah, if someone can do that, I mean, I'm not trying to find excuses, but when I bought this house, it was still very cheap, and I needed a place to move in ASAP. So I didn't really have time to save money, and I mean, We had a kid on the way, and my girlfriend was coming out of a hard relationship. Basically, it was almost dangerous for her to be out on her own. So she needed someone around her to protect her because her ex is an asshole. Yeah, I would have enough for a package of carrots. I have a lot, though. Would you guess? Like, I'm pretty sure I have enough here, though. I'm leaving all my apple trees alone for 2 more months to be on the safe side. But you don't do twigs. Yeah, I try to remember the size of the ones I had. I know I did some that were, like I used the green balls that are a lot bigger where the hole is like this big. I used some where the hole is like this big and some where it's like just a tiny balls. So I have a few ones of each. And I did like one different apple tree like every weekend. So if I go on Sarah's property and check my my apples, the apple trees there, if they're ready now, next week I should have some ready, and the week after I should have some ready. I know where I put all the apple trees. I just need to remember which ones I put first. So I did this one. I did the one at the community center, and then I did the ones in the back, the one in the street, the one on my dad's land. Yeah, okay. I just have to make sure I don't forget any. You're welcome. You're welcome. And since it's Sunday, Shiar, there are happy coffee. Yes. You just do the best you can with what you got, and as long as it's a home and electricity and water, it's better. Exactly. That's the way I see it. If you have a roof on top of your head, you're warm in the winter, you have food on the table, and you have the people you love around you, it's all that really matters. I ended up having a little surprise this week. I don't mind talking about it. Some of you, well, probably know that my grandpa passed away last September, and my grandma passed away. Don't remember the exact date, but it was early May or end of April. I think it was early May. It was on the Wednesday before I left for the conference. And, my mom ended up having some heritage from my grandma. She had a little bit of money, and I didn't know. Like, I mean, it's none of my business. I didn't ask. I didn't want to know. But when I told my mom that I hated the way that the dentists are doing it now, like, I mean, you have insurance, but they don't take the insurance. You have to pay full and ask the insurance company to refund you. But I mean, you're a dentist. You make through 6 digits a year. You have more than double my salary easily, and you're worried that you might just get the money next month. Think about it. If you keep taking the insurance money straight from the insurance company the way it was before, I go there, I pay the difference, you take care of the insurance as a dentist, the money that will come in today will be the money from last month. The money that will be coming in tomorrow will be the money from last month plus 1 day. So you will always be like a month late, but you will always have money. Always. If you start asking someone that doesn't have much money, someone that, like I mean, I have Blue Cross. They know I work at the hospital. They know me. They don't want to take the insurance for me. They want me to pay in full and get a refund. It cost me $990 for my surgery. There's no way I can afford that. Like, I mean, it's one thing to say, oh, it's not a big deal. Someone once told me that. Oh, it's not a big deal. You pay now and you'll get a refund in a few days and you can pay your bills then. Maybe you can do that, but I can't. The person that told me that, her boyfriend is the owner of a huge company and he makes tons of money. I don't. um, I make $1,500 biweekly, and I have $1,400 of payments taken out of my account on the same day my pay comes in. So if I take the money to pay the dentist, I will have over $500 of insufficient funds taken from my account because I will not have the money there to pay for my bills. So I was complaining about that to my mom, like how it doesn't make sense, and just having a chat. And my mom said, "Well, I have some money aside. If you need it, I'll help you, and you just refund me whenever you get the money." Like, okay, like if I know you, I mean, I need it done. Like I was about to do like Mel Gibson, not Mel Gibson, Tom Hanks did in Cast Away there, just take a skate and take it out myself. But she's like, no, I'll drive with you. I'll go to Moncton, get the surgery. We'll go at Costco, and I'll spend the day with you, and it's fine, no worries. So I was really, really happy with that. So we did that, and then it ended up costing $990. She wanted to go eat at St. Hubert after. And I said, well, I don't have the money to go there. Like I can live with just eating a poutine at Costco. Like I'll be fine. She's like, don't worry, I'll pay for your meal. So I ended up taking a poutine at St. Hubert instead. A bit more fancy, but still. And then when I was done on my way home, I said, the insurance will pay 80%, so I'll still owe you the other 20%. She's like, no, you don't worry, you keep it. Like, why? Like, I get you're my mom and you want to help me, and she's like, no, like, this is money I got for your grandma. Like, I'm giving it to you, and I'm gonna do the same thing to your brother. I'm like, okay, well, thank you, But I didn't think that she was gonna give me the whole thing. Like, I thought she just meant like that extra $200, but no. Like, when the insurance money came in, she wanted me to keep it. So that was an extra like $700 that I got. I was able to pay my credit card payment. Well, actually bring it very, very low. Put some money on the electric bill. For some reason, electric bill is $450 a month. We have like equal payments. We pay $500 a month on it, and the bill keeps going up. I don't get it. But anyway, I was able to put some money on it. I was able to go get my sea buckthorn berries shrubs that I was looking for. I ended up buying 2 grapevines as well, and put some money aside for a little yard sale with the kids yesterday and treat them a little bit. And I still have money for gas and all that stuff, and I'm going on vacation. I'm working this week. Tomorrow is a holiday, Canada Day, but 4 days of work, and then I have a week off, a week of vacation. That will be very, very much fun. We're supposed to go at the Mount Hilal. It's a mine mountain where you can go there, and it's going to be around $30 per kid, and they can just harvest gemstones and things like that. So they should enjoy it. It's not something that we do often as a family because it's expensive. Gas is expensive. But I'll have the GST coming in, and this is what we're going to do with it. My son has been picking bags of currants white. Wow, nice. Not my thing. I have got 4 pints of blackberries. The white currants, I love them. It's just the black ones that I just can't stand. But I think I'm going to do what Marilyn told me to do. Take the black ones, bring them in front of my house to do, uh, well, to go around the property just when the kids play, that the balls don't roll down the street. They probably get a kickback from the insurance company because most people won't be able to afford to pay up front, so they don't use their insurance and they don't have to pay. Yeah. Well, if they can't pay up front, they just won't go. But if you need it, you need it. And I mean, they do it for you. They'll do all the paperwork for you and they'll send it straight to the company for you. The only thing is, instead of them waiting for the money is going straight in your bank account. But I mean, I've had a dentist when I was a kid. Well, when I was not a kid, I was young adult, I should say. About 20 years ago, man, I'm old. Where I had struggled at some point with insurance, and I had insurance and everything, and they told me, when you get the money from the insurance company, just come back and pay us. We'll be okay with it. So they just put my name down, and I owed them money, and that's it. When the insurance company paid me, I went there and paid them. Now they don't even want to wait, even if it's a week before they get their money, but they know they're going to get it. They know my insurance company is good. You go pay for medication, it's paid for right away. Why can't they do the same thing with dental procedures? I just don't get it. Dentists don't make money turning away customers. They're much getting paid by the insurance. Well, that's the way I see it. But I told them, like, cancel all my appointments for cleanups and things like that. Like, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'll come if I have pain. That means I have, issues that need surgery or something. But other than that, I'm not coming. And probably even going to change dentists, go back to the old ones. At least the old one allows me to, once in a while, to, they understand that people are struggling financially, and they don't do it for everyone, but at least you do it for some people. But the dentist where I'm at right now doesn't do it at all. Sorry. If you're a doctor, even if you have insurance, you can probably afford the dentist. But if you work, like me, I have a good job, but I have 5 kids, and my girlfriend is not working per se. Like, I mean, she's a stay-at-home mom, doing a great job at it. I'm not denying it, but she doesn't make $4,000 a month of income. You know what I mean? If she was, maybe we wouldn't be struggling financially, but it is the way it is. Daycare was more expensive than what she was bringing in at home from her salary. When you do the math, it would cost us $865 bi-weekly for daycare, and she was making $760. I mean, are you going to go work just to pay daycare and take a part of my salary to pay for daycare as well? That was pointless. She decided to stay home, and I can't blame her. And we got to raise the kids together, and she was home with them. And we ended up saving other ways. If something was going on at school, she could be there. If one of the kids had an appointment, she could go with them. Vacation, yeah. And my hydro is usually $100 a month, but I don't use too much. Hang all clothes to dry, but winter was to heat up the house. Yeah, that's crazy. GST and the carbon credit comes out this month. Are we getting carbon credit too? I just find it stupid. If it was really to help, why would you take it and give it back? And it's not true that I'm getting more than what I'm paying. Just for what I'm paying in gas and stuff. Okay. Well, it's still fun when it comes in, but I'd rather not have to pay the tax at all. But we're not going to go down that path. I need a road trip before I start canning and freezing. Yeah, just come over here, Dave. Come for a drive in New Brunswick. You're probably like 12 hours away from me. You can come crash here for a weekend or a week if you want. Go and search property and just enjoy the lake and the animals and all that stuff. Just wiser, Remy. I feel older. Trust me. You play a game of softball, you realize the next morning you're older. Good morning, Thomas. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. I'm a little bit hungry now, though. I'm going to have to go eat something soon. Has she tried selling stuff online like I do? It's 25% and up paid direct deposit from every online sale the company gets from the website they give you to market. No, but we're not good at selling stuff. We tried something once, didn't work. We around here there's no store for kids' clothes, and for a while we were ordering stuff from AliExpress. You get a nice suit or dresses, like 6 different sizes of the same dress for like $10, and you could sell them easily $10 each. Make a cut on them, but then you'd stay stuck with like 3 or 4 of them. Didn't really make much money, so we ended up stopping. Although we're looking to do a yard sale soon, that would give us some money, but I mean, we're not talking about the same thing. But I know there's a few things we could do. I wish it was something like that, but I don't like those pyramid things where, my cousin has a business. She says she's making like thousands of dollars weekly, clear in her bank account. When you ask her what she does, she's like, "Oh, I'm going to send you my website. You go take a look." You go take a look, and all it says is, if you want to do the same thing I do, download this thing for $100. Yeah, so you make money out of my $100. You'll make money on it, and then someone else will make money on it. And then I'm not going to go and start bugging people to make money. You're not helping me. Mount Carleton here would be a nice place too, Dave. Just so you know. Just up there patching the ozone layer with 100. Let's just not go there because it never ends up well. All you do is give out your website to people and can share it online too. It's very easy, and the company does everything. You don't need to stock or ship anything. Well, what is it that you sell, Jennifer? I'm not interested in any pyramid anything. I only like companies who pay me to share a website link and stuff I actually like and use. Yeah, they're I mean, even just the YouTube should give me a little bit of money, but people don't really watch the stuff, and I get it. I mean, I'm not the best homesteader or best YouTuber out there, but I have some friends and family members that will be willing to help me if I got stuck somewhere, but they don't want to press play on the computer. Press play once a day. Press play. If you do it once a day on one video a day, even if you're not standing there, sitting there watching it, it will help me. Sensi, Epicure, Sapology Tea, Tupperware, Thrive Life. I need to check some of those things. Sensi, I'm not really interested, but Epicure, maybe. The tea thing, maybe. Thrive Life, I don't know what it is. The carbon tax is known as a zero revenue tax. We're getting the farm stand out hopefully today, and wooden milling keeps good and busy. Awesome. It serves two purposes. The initial increase in payout discourages purchase. Money is taken from the people able, willing to pay more, and given to the people less able to pay. Yeah, but like, I mean, I'm kind of happy somewhat that I get help, because I believe that we're trying hard, we're working hard, and we don't have much to show for. But at the same time, someone that worked hard his whole life, spent some endless nights, not like sleepless nights, working on the business, making deals, working hard, and then you end up making money at the end of the line, and you have to give it away. Like, I don't know, that aspect of it I don't like. We have sticks to sell now too. They just keep coming. Awesome. That's great. With these companies, you can just join for a low price to cover the box of products they send you, and no contract. If you don't sell anything, they just cancel you over time, so it's worth trying. Okay, if you want to try to make money with any of them, I can help you and let you know how each company compares with each other. Yeah, well, the ones I just named, you can send me a message about them. Epicure, Sapology Tea, and Thrive Life, I have no idea what it is. Those you could send me information. I'm just curious to see how it works, like how much it will cost initially. And 14 people watching. Wow, you guys are really not doing much this morning. They are like $100 something, but they send you full-size product worth way more than what it. That's cool. Okay. And then you can do orders, and you get a cut from what you order, right? So, like, let's say I have a bunch of friends saying, hey, I want $10 worth of stuff. You place $100 order, stuff comes in, and you probably make like $25 out of that order, right? Like, that's the way it works. Thrive Life is free dried food in Utah, ships to Canada and US. Awesome. I got $140 back the other day, but I figured I would spend about 4 times that in tax. Makes no sense. I'm just going to buy as much fuel because I need it. It's stupid. Yeah. And they say that the tax is not that high on gas, but it is. When you check the cost of a barrel, I mean, it's the same price as what it was 20 years ago. It's all wet outside, not fun to work. Yeah, I get you. I'm still going to need to go and do some work, though, but it's not fun. It's raining. Well, it was raining and wet this morning when I got up, so I don't know. It's probably still raining now. It was supposed to rain all day, but I'm still going to have to do some work in the rain, so better get used to it. You can order, just give people your link, and you can order online, and a company process payments and shipping directly to them. Okay, but they probably save shipping if you do a huge order. Do you make money off the All Power Solar generator if I use your code? I think so. I think if is that the Amazon link that I put there? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think so. They didn't tell me anything unless I put the Amazon link. If it's on Amazon, then I would make money on it, yeah. But I don't think so. But just the fact that they sent me one was amazing. Like, I mean, I'm happy with it. Awesome, CR. Thank you. Hi there, everyone. It's Wet here, too. And good morning, Wild Edibles. Good morning, Scott. How's it going in Ontario? I know Dave says it was warm last week. Awesome, thank you. Sunny here. Yeah, we've had nice weather, like nothing like we've had. I mean, the heat wave like everyone else last week, but since it's been just like all right, not too warm, not too cold, t-shirt kind of day, but you know, you'll see some people with hoodies because they're usually just not as tolerant to the cooler weather than some other people. Raining yesterday, it's nice and sunny here today. Awesome. So we're gonna get sun in a few days, I guess. Now we're getting into my pet peeve. The price of anything is based on what the capitalists demand. Has nothing to do with tax. Yeah. Well, the companies are there to make money, but when they make that's what I don't like. You have Loblaws companies making billions of profit, and that's profit, not revenue. And I understand when they're saying that, hey, like if it cost us an extra 25 cents, well, we have to raise the price of everything by 30 cents. So the profit looks bigger, but in percentage, it's not bigger. But okay, I I get that. But if you make a bigger profit on chickens, why can't you sell beef at the same price it was already? So that way the inflation would not go as fast. You know what I mean? Like if you sell chips at 100% profit, for example, let's say you pay $1 for a bag of chips, you sell them $2. And same thing for a bar of chocolate. You buy them for $1 and sell them for $2. And they decide to put the cost of those things up by 50 cents. Well, instead of putting both of them at $3, you will still make the profit on the chips at $1.50 a piece, but keep the chocolate at $2. You'll still make 50 cents. You won't make a big profit on them, but it will balance itself with the other thing that you rose the price. That way, at least, the balance would not just go up like crazy. You would have, good morning. Most other incentives for large orders, but you don't have to order anything to be sent to you if you don't want to. You can get the benefits and extra discounts online with direct ships too. Awesome. Rain most of the day yesterday here. Cool. We kind of need rain. I don't know about you guys in Ontario, but here we needed the rain a little bit. Cooler up where I am, 17 degrees at night. I think maybe 20 if we get lucky the last few days. Yeah, the farmers don't make a profit. The gas for them goes higher. If they pay more in gas, food is going to be more expensive because they're going to have to charge more for the grains, the seeds, everything from start to finish. It's going to be more expensive. I have to go put a beef brisket on the barbecue. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much for stopping by, Dave. Have a great weekend. All the rain, though, I'll tell you, the bug's back in the bush pretty well. You come and carry out. Yeah. Well, enjoy it. Look at the positive side. You'll have a free ride. No gas needed. Just the bugs. As long as you can control them a little bit and get them to drop you where you want them to drop you. Most run on the line. Just looks good to have a new farm. You're running in debt. Yeah. Exactly. To make matters worse, the increase in price is not based on what the capitalists have to pay, but what people are willing to pay. That's also true, and that's why if you can grow your own food, if everybody started growing a garden, the vegetables would go down and everything else would go down. They would have to. But it also sucks that they have to waste food because people can't buy them and they'll throw them out instead of just lowering the cost. I worked in stores. I marked things up by times 1. Wow. Some sell things we sold at a cost to bring people in the store to buy something on the other. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, same thing with dollar store. They have some stuff that's not worth much. They'll make money on it. But I know for a fact that you'll get those bags of chips at 70 cents a chip. They were selling two for $1.50. They're only making 5 cents on a chip. Yeah, like exactly. It gets thrown out due to being too expensive. And when you see people starving all over the place, I mean, why? I just don't get it. I mean, we're a type of species that are too dumb to realize that money is too powerful for what it needs to be. And that's for a whole new debate. But imagine an alien species watching over us. They'd be like, man, those people are crazy. Instead of everyone just helping each other, doing their part, and everybody being equal, we have people that are in full power with all the money in the world, controlling everything. It's insane to think that one guy can take a decision to raise the cost of food, and suddenly the whole country goes crazy. We sold some things at a loss to bring people in. Yeah. And sometimes they'll put something on sale, but it's actually even, they'll bring the price up and be like, oh, this is on sale this week. Yeah, but it was cheaper than that last week. Just because it looks like it's cheaper doesn't necessarily mean that it is, because they have lots of that sale item and need to move floor space is worth money. Yeah. Well, I've been on for an hour and a half, and I'm getting really, really, really hungry. Empty belly. I need to go eat something. Thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by. I've had over 10 people for the whole time, 12, 13 people. That's pretty awesome. On Friday nights, Friday evenings, I can't do live streams for the summer. So I'll try to find another evening to go live. Maybe on Wednesdays after work, depending on what's going on. I'll see, I guess. Summer is busy, but I still need some watch time. So that's a good way to support me financially. Just watch my stuff. Press play. Even if you're not there, press play. Give me a thumbs up. Share my content. I know all edibles are already doing it. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone else for supporting me. And that's the best thing you can do. Support me financially by just watching my stuff. It's free for you and it's good for me. That's how I got my 60% off canning jars. It's a sale to bring people in, which were already sold out that week, but you can place a new special order with the store and no limit. Wow. Awesome. I'll send you a voice message after the live with some basics info on each company so you can see if any will help you. Awesome. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it too. Awesome. I share you on Friday, but I'm not. I'm a mod at Jesse's live. Need to support my friend. Okay, so Jesse. Okay, he goes live on Friday as well. So I might take Wednesday, but I mean that's all good. We all have people to support, and we can't support everyone. So I understand that. So all right, take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. Don't hesitate to share, like, subscribe if it's not already done. And I will see you next time. Don't forget the thumbs up. Have a beautiful weekend. And for all Canadians, happy Canada Day for tomorrow. And I will leave you with some music.